Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today we're going to talk about your network, the people you know, your social circle, and how we can detect your network and the way you interact with your network in your Bazi chart. Especially in period 9, which I've been talking about a lot. Period 9 is that new energetic era that we have already entered into, but officially it will only start in 2024. In period 9, networks are extremely important, even more so than now, even more so than in the years before then, because network equals your net worth. And it's not just what you know, but also who you know and who knows you. And in period 9, your network also represents your followers, your fans, your clients, and essentially the community you create. It will become much, much more important to build a community, to build followers. And so therefore, we're going to have a look at your Bazi chart and see what it is that you need to do in terms of your network to increase your net worth as well. Because remember, you kind of need a network before you actually need it. Yeah, you need to build your network before you need to ask for a favor. Once you need to ask for a favor, it's too late to start building up a network. So you need to have that in place before then. All right. Now, the first thing, as always, that we need to do is plot our Bazi charts. And you can simply go to this link that is here on the screen. I've also posted it in the notes below, so you can just copy paste and then just enter your date and time of birth. Now, for this particular exercise, you really don't need to know the time of birth. Just enter the date of birth and you'll be fine. Obviously, if you know the time, that's an added bonus, but it's not necessary for this particular exercise because your ability to network is seen in the year pillar. So the year pillar is this part here. Yeah, this entire thing here, this indicates the year. So as you can see here, this person has a water element at the top. It's actually yin water, and the snake here as a branch. So this person is born in the year of the water snake. So all we look at for this particular analysis is your year pillar. So the year pillar in Bazi astrology represents your first contact, your network, your wider circle of friends, your social circle, anything that is a little bit on the external. So also obviously your clients, your industry, and the fan base that you want to cultivate. And for those who are interested in the technicalities, so sometimes, sometimes you meet someone who just kind of, even before you talk to them, they've already pissed you off. And those are very often people who have a defect in their year pillar, meaning there's a serious destruction or a serious clash in their year pillar in their natal chart. And that's why you already feel like there's something off. So very often these you can see a defective year pillar or you can sense a defective year pillar just by that. But thankfully, those people are far and wide in between. We're not going to talk about that today. So when we look at your year pillar, what we focus on firstly is this part here. Yeah, here you have the stem, the year stem. Now, what you need to look at is whether you have a yin or a yang element. So this person here has yin water. So this is a yin element. It doesn't matter whether it's yin earth, yin water, yin metal, whatever. Just check whether you have a yin element there or a yang element there. Now, if you have a yin element, then you are at an advantage when it comes to networking. People who have a yang stem there, they are very often a little bit too straightforward, a little bit too honest. They may be a little bit too pushy or just a little bit too assertive. However, those with a yin stem up there in the year pillar, those are the people who are generally very liked. They are good talkers, they're good communicators, they can kind of sense and feel what the other person wants to hear. So they are much, much easier to communicate with and to network with. And so those who have the yin element there, they are at a slight advantage. Now, if you're not sure, if you have plotted this with a different plotter and it doesn't say yin or yang, so on the right side here, you see a list with all the yin and yang stems. So here, this is a yang stem. Bing fire is also a yang stem. Wu earth would be a yang stem. Gung metal is a yang stem. And Ren water is a yang stem. So if you have one of those five, then you have a yang stem. And you need to kind of work a little bit on your social skills, on your people skills. Just because you have a yang stem in the year stem does not mean that you should stop networking or that you can't do it. You just kind of need to soften up a little bit, make yourself a little bit more likable and be a little bit more tolerant, and make sure that you don't come across as a little bit too harsh or too straightforward when you do networking. Now, the next thing we look at, let's say you have a yang stem there on top and you're really not happy about that because you need to network. And so then what do? Then we focus on this part here. Look at this part. This is what we call the hidden stems. And here you then check, do you have any yin stems? So that's for those who do not have a yin stem at the top. If you do have a yin stem at the top, then don't worry, you already sorted. Yeah, you are very well positioned in terms of networking. Now, all you need to do is just go out and meet people, talk to as many people as possible. But for those who have a yang stem up here, Jia, Bing, Wu, Geng, or Ren, have a look at this, at the hidden stems, and check whether you have at least one yin stem down there. Yeah, even if it's just 1 out of 3 or maybe 1 out of 2, that's already fine. It means that you are actually capable of channeling that inner networker. You just need to train yourself. Yeah, and once you start tapping into that ability, you will see that it comes to you much easier. Now, for those who have a yang stem on top and then everything yang at the bottom in the hidden stems as well, for those of you, again, don't despair. Just really kind of, you need to work on your people skills. And that may mean that you have to force yourself to be a much softer person when you go into a networking situation than you would otherwise be. Yeah, doesn't mean that you can't network. You just need to work harder at it. Yeah, so again, first thing, we look at the year stem at the top. If you are yin, great, go out and network. Yeah, you've got the people skills. Now you just need to talk to people. If you have a yang stem, look at the bottom, see whether you have a yin one there. Then just kind of really try to bring that out. If it's yang on top, everything yang at the bottom, then you need to maybe go into a course or maybe some communication training, something like that, to make sure that you get those networks going without offending people. All right. Now, this is one thing that we look at. Now, the other thing that is quite important, especially if you want to prepare for next year, then you can also check whether your particular year branch, so the animal sign that you have here, is in some way connected to the annual animal sign that is coming up. So right now, this year, we are in the year of the tiger. Next year is the year of the rabbit. So if you want to plan to build a following or a client base or kind of build a fan base next year, if this is your plan, then this is best for those people who have the dog, the pig, or the goat here in this year branch. Check whether you have the dog, the pig, or the goat in the year branch. This indicates that next year is a fantastic year for you to really go out and build a client base, build a fan base, build a community. It will be much, much easier for you to tap into all sorts of communities that are out there, network with these people. Even better if you have a yin stem at the top, yeah, that makes it even easier. But next year, for all those who are born in the dog year, pig year, or goat year, you have a natural ability to expand your circle of friends, to expand your network. So ideally, you already now actually make a plan on how you're going to do this next year so that you can hit the ground running in 2023. All right. So I hope this helped a little bit with determining how you need to approach networking in general. I know for a lot of people, this is very uncomfortable. We don't like to network all the time, and, you know, especially when you're more introvert. But I hope this helps and gives you a little bit, gives you some pointers as to how and when you need to do certain actions. All right. Thank you very much for watching. And if you have any comments, any questions, as always, please do get in touch. My contact details are in the notes to the video. You can also leave a comment, and please like and share this video and subscribe to my channel to spread the word. All right, see you soon.